Hello, my name is Dale Flatt. Thank you for clicking on the link. And I'd like to talk to you briefly about the Jones Community Cemetery, which is located in Hornsby Bend, just east of Austin, Texas. This is 969 here, the road that comes through, going out toward Weberville. This is Hornsby Community here. This is the new toll road, 130, right through here. If we pull in here, you'll see Kennedy Ridge Estates and Forest Bluff. Forest Bluff is the newest subdivision. Kennedy Ridge Estates was established in the 1960s. But right in here is the Jones Cemetery. And I'm helping organize a meeting for January the 28th, and there'll be several meetings afterward to look at the history of the Jones Community Cemetery. We need the stories told by descendants, and to take a good hard look at how things have been managed in the past, what the law requires today, and moving forward, how we can best meet the needs of all three pieces of this one historic cemetery. This property dates back to the 1870s. The original landowner was David Jones, and he's buried right here. He purchased 650 acres in 1860. He started creating a family cemetery here, saw the need for a public burial ground for others who were sharecroppers and farmers in this area of Weberville, Texas. Just west of Weberville, it's actually Hornsby Bend. And so he created a community cemetery. But back in the day, it wasn't uncommon. He had a section for whites. It is this fenced-in area here. Comes up this way. The Hispanics. It comes back up this way, back across here, down along the fence line, and then right here. So you've got the Anglos, the Hispanics, and then the African American burial ground is back here in amongst these trees. And so each was left to manage their own. The African American section, as far as we can tell, hasn't been used in the last 50 years. Very overgrown. As I was walking through here, I was running across gravestones, and there's very little record of this area here. Nowadays, we have find a grave, billion graves, and so there are a lot of resources for determining who's buried in a cemetery, but not necessarily where they're buried. The Hispanic section here has been continually used as best we can tell. There is a lot of recorded history about the previous caretakers and how this site has been managed over the years. The goal here, because this is actually one tract of land, not three separate cemeteries, is to have a group of trustees, not an Hispanic group, not an Anglo group, and not an African American group. Have a group of trustees that takes a look at the property as a whole, comes up with a set of bylaws, and manages it with best practices moving forward. There's still property that can be utilized here, but unfortunately, the Anglos collected their money, the Hispanics are collecting their money, and we're not looking over the overall needs of everything. So in January the 28th, we're going to have a meeting here on site for descendants, people who own plots who are going to use them in the future, and other interested parties on examining the state law and finding out what it's going to take to establish a group of trustees, empower them to take a look at the big pictures, and allowing descendants and plot owners and other folks the opportunity to contribute into a membership fund, come together, and start cleaning these sites up. That's what the meeting's going to be about.